A warm welcome to one and all. Today, let's discuss about landfill gas emission. Myself, Dr. V. Godwin Sharmila, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. First, let's see about landfill gas emission. The landfill gas is nothing is a high quantity or high percentage of methane existent. The methane generation within the landfill gas is mainly due to the anaerobic decomposition of this organic matter, which is one of the source which this methane gas can be utilized as a better source of energy for various renewable energy generation. So let's see about the composition and the properties. On discussing about the composition and the properties, the composition of the substrate which determines the composition of the gas. So, the good anaerobic decomposition of the waste is carried out for various characteristics of the various properties of the substrate. So, the climate condition and the environmental condition also major factor which determines which indicates the proper emission of these gases from this emission or expulsion of the gases. And also the heterogeneous nature of the landfill, the acid phase anaerobic degradation occurs, which also occur along with the methanogenic decomposition. So this aerobic and acid phase degradation leads to the generation of the carbon dioxide but not the methane gas emission. So the higher generation of carbon dioxide is made possible based on the nature or the quality of the organic waste that is utilized for the landfilling process. And also in addition to this, the moisture gas distribution, for example, existence of the moisture only, the carbon dioxide emission may varies. So thus the moisture content availability may varies. Due to the based on that, the methane generation can be increased. Next, the methane. In considering the methane we all know it is the composition of the is one of the composition of the biogases. Biogas composition is methane and carbon dioxide. In this, the methane undergo 50 to 60% of existence in the landfill gases. It is highly flammable and are mainly odorless and as well as the colorless, which are less density. Oxygen, the oxygen is our highly flammable material that exists in the landfill gases. It is usually emitted or exist in order to maintain the oxygen level within the landfilling process, which may undertaken for the gas abstraction. The management of the leachate and landfill gases. So, while considering the management of the leachate and landfill gases, it is better to consider about the existence of the groundwater and the surface water availability near to the leachate generation. So, based on that only the degree of pollution or the degree of toxicity induction within these source of surface as well as groundwater may occur. So, the nature of the waste as well as the geological factor determines the pollution level of pollution by the leachate. Once the groundwater is contaminated, it is require lot of economical expenses to clean up it to this original form. So proper design and construction procedure must be implemented to control the leachate migration as well as the landfill gas emission. Then composition and the property. Usually the leachate consists of the soluble component and it is with the degradation process that may enter or it may percolate through the landfilling process. So the amount of leachate depends upon the water availability, landfill surface condition, refuse state and the condition of the surrounding data. So the state of precipitation, runoff and waste decomposition into liquid for the disposal is important to determine the water balance equation for the landfilling process. So which was provided in the form of equation L0 equal to 1 minus E minus AW. Thank you.